Hello, this is Mr. Shinde Chitramrao, working as an assistant professor, Department of Analytical Chemistry. Once again, I welcome all the BSc third year students to this online lecture. Dear student friends, in last lecture we have learned about the decomposition potential, half-wave potential, and the other terms, that is what the limiting current, migration current, residual current, diffusion current, and so on. In today's lecture we are going to learn the topic, that is oxygen wave and its removal, as well as the current maxima. So let's start with the oxygen wave and its removal. So before going to this oxygen removal and the oxygen waves and its removal, we will see in short what is the Ikovic equation. We have already learned, but in short we will discuss this Ikovic equation. So in 1934, D. Ilkovic derived a fundamental equation relating the various parameters that determine the magnitude of the diffusion current obtained with the dropping mercury electrode. He showed that at 25 degrees Celsius, that is diffusion current ID is equal to 607 N d to the power half M to the power 2 by 3 and T to the power 1 by 6 into C, that is concentration, that is diffusion current is directly proportional to the N number of electron taking part in the reaction, as well as the the concentration of the electroactive species. So in 1934, D. Ilkovic derived the fundamental equation relating the various parameters that determines the magnitude of the diffusion current obtained with a dropping mercury electrode. He showed that at 25 degrees Celsius, that is at room temperature, ID is equal to 607 N d to the power half M to the power 2 by 3 and T to the power 1 by 6 into C, that is nothing but concentration, which equation 1, where ID is the time average diffusion current in the microamperes during the lifetime of the drop. N is the number of Faradays per mole of the reactant, or the number of electron consumed in the reduction or the molecule of electroactive species. D is the diffusion coefficient for the reactive species expressed in the units of centimeters square per second. M is the rate of mercury flow in milligrams per second. Small t is the drop time in second, and C is the concentration of the reactant in the millimoles per liter. So the quantity, that is 607, represents the combination of several natural constant for maximum current with a full growth of the mercury drop. This constant takes a value of 708. The original Ilkovic equation neglects the neglects the effect on the diffusion current of the curvature of the mercury surface. This may be allowed for by multiplying the right hand side of the equation by 1 plus E d to the power half T to the power 1 by 6 and M to the power 1 by 3. So where A is the constant and has the value of 39, the correction is not large, so the expression in the parenthesis usually has the value between 1.05 to 1.15 and need only the taken account in very accurate work. The product M2 by 3 or T1 by 6 in the Ilkovic equation is called as the capillary constant and describe the influence of the dropping mercury electrode and characteristics upon the diffusion current. Since both M and T are the radially evaluated experimentally and comparison of the diffusion current from the different capillary is thus possible. So this is about the what is the Ilkovic equation, and next we will start with the oxygen waves and its removal. So oxygen dissolved in the electrolytic solution is easily reduced at a dropping mercury electrode and produces a polarigram consisting of two waves of the approximately equal height and extending over a considerable potential range. As we have already learned in the last lecture, that is the reduction occurs or the amalgam formation occurs at the respective electrode, then the evolution of the oxygen due to the reduction takes place. So the oxygen dissolved in the electrolytic solution is easily reduced at the dropping mercury electrode and produces a polarigram consisting of two waves of the approximately equal height and extending over a considerable potential range. Their position depend upon the pH of the solution being displaced to the higher voltage by alkali. So if the pH is high, then the displacement of the that is position of the that is wave is towards the higher potential, higher voltage by the alkali. The concentration of the oxygen in aqueous medium or aqueous solution that are standard with air that is saturated with the air at the room temperature is about 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 4 m, that is molar. Consequently its polarography behavior is of the considerable practical importance. So the typical polarigram E for the air saturated 0.1 molar KCl solution and B for the 0.1 molar KCl alone. So here what the E is for the 1 molar KCl and the saturated air, and B is only for the alone KCl, 0.1 molar KCl is there. So see what is the nature of this curve. So the first wave is due to the reduction of oxygen to the hydrogen peroxide of first wave, and the second wave here what the first wave is due to the reduction of oxygen, that is O2 plus H2 2H plus 2 electron gives H2O2 acid solution, so which has the potential E half is equal to minus 0.05 volt. Then the second wave is ascribed to the reduction of hydrogen peroxide to the water, so H2O2 plus 2 near what second wave. So the 2H plus 2 electron to give the water acid solution, which potential E half is equal to minus 0.80 volt. So in alkali solution the reactions are what the reduction of oxygen to hydrogen peroxide and O2 plus 2H2O plus 2 electron gives the H2O2 plus neutral or alkaline solution. So the giving first wave E half higher in the range of 0.1 volt first wave, and the second wave in the alkali media is the reduction of hydrogen peroxide to hydroxyl ion, that is H2O2 plus 2 electron gives 2OH minus ion in alkaline solution. So E half is greater than, that is minus 0.1 volt. The presence of oxygen thus interfere with the accurate determination of the other electroactive species. It is therefore necessary to remove any dissolved oxygen from the electrolytic solution. This is easily accomplished by the bubbling and the inert gas, that is nitrogen or hydrogen, through the solution for about that is 10 to 15 minutes before determining the current voltage curve. The gas stream must be discontinued during the actual measurements to prevent its stirring effect, which interferes with the normal formation of drop of mercury or with the diffusion process near the microelectrode. A stream of pure inert gas, usually nitrogen, is passed over the surface during the analysis present reabsorption of the oxygen. So what is the change in potential or the interference of the potential due to the reduction and oxidation of the water and oxygen and H2O2, which interfere or which make the difficulty in the measurement of the uh, potential of that electroactive species. And for this purpose it is need to remove this oxygen which interfere the measurement. So this removing of the oxygen from the solution, electrolytic solution, is done by passing the inert gases through the solution for about 10 to 15 minutes before determining the current voltage curve. The gas stream must be discontinued during the actual measurements to prevent its stirring effect, which interferes with the normal formation of drop of mercury or with the diffusion process near the microelectrode. So a stream of the pure inert gas, usually nitrogen, is passed over the surface during the analysis to prevent the reabsorption of the oxygen. Then this is about the oxygen waves, that is first wave and second wave. This first wave is due to what and second wave is due to what. Next one is the current maxima. So next topic is the current maxima. So it has been observed that the polarigram obtained with the dropping mercury electrode, that is cathode, is distorted by the occurrence of the current maxima or peaks. So this distortion of the polarigram is due to the occurrence of dropping mercury electrode distorted by the occurrence of the current maxima or peaks. So these current maxima are reproducible and vary in shape from sharp peaks to the round hump. So with the increase in the applied voltage, the current rises abnormally, reaching a critical value, then rapidly decreasing to the limiting value. So corresponding to the normal diffusion current plateau, these maxima fall into two categories. So what happened here? Firstly current rises sharply, and at the point that current decreases rapidly. So we will get the two types of the curve, that is maxima, current hump, or the first type is the sharp peak, second type is the hump type of the curve. So the maximum of the first type, that is curve A, appears as the sharp peak with that is what the with a narrow potential range, and are more pronounced at the lower concentration of the supporting electrolyte, and found to be associated mainly with the reduction of the inorganic species. So first type of the sharp curve, is obtained due to the pronounced effect of the or the supporting electrolyte, and due to reduction of the inorganic species. And the maximum of the second type, that is curve B, that hump type of curve, appears over a long range of potential range and are rounded in the appearance. So this generally occurs at a higher concentration of the supporting electrode, as well as they appear at a high pressure of mercury, and found to be associated with the organic compound. So there is still no complete satisfactory explanation for their origin. So the peak current value is no doubt is due to the enhanced delivery of the reducible material to the electrode, but now it takes place, the mechanism is not totally clear. Absorption of the electroactive species as a function of the potential may be reason, but most investigators believe that this is not an adequate explanation. So there is evidence for the unusual streaming of solution past of the surface of the mercury drop at a certain potential, which could supply extra material to the electrode, but the cause of this the electrical field around the drop arising from the fact that the drop is not a free sphere, but rather somewhat tear shaped appendage to the capillary. So whatever may be the cause of the current maximum occurrence, interference in the measurement of the diffusion current and the quantitative and qualitative determination of the electroactive species. So the removal or suppression of the current maxima is very important. This is often done by easily, that is by the addition of the working solution of a very small quantity of a surface active substances and such sugars, dyestuffs, indicators and gums, gelatin and other. These surface active substances are called as maximum suspensors, and out of these maximum suspensors, gelatin is widely used. The concentration need not exceeds, that is 0.01%. Higher concentration can lead to distortion of the polarographic wave. So other effective and commercially used the maximum suppressors are the Triton X100 non-ionic detergent, that is 0.002 to 0.004%. So maximum suppressions are capable even in small concentration to remove the interferences and restore the wave to its expected shape. So maximum suppressor believed to form a adsorb layer on the aqueous side of the mercury solution interference which resists streaming movement of the diffusion layer at the interface responsible for the current maxima. So this is about the current maxima. If you have any queries regarding the current maxima and the oxygen waves, so put your questions in YouTube comment box. I will try to answer. Keep watching. Have a nice day.